So over the past few weeks, I've been really testing drop shipping on a number of platforms, mainly Facebook Marketplace and mainly eBay, although you can pretty much drop ship on any platform where you can use your own labels and you can obviously ship on your own, right? There's a number of platforms out there. Etsy's another one that comes to mind, and there's a number of them out there. I've been testing it out on a bunch, but mainly Facebook Marketplace and eBay, right? As long as it's not a platform specifically like Poshmark, for example, where you need to ship with their own with their labels, you can pretty much facilitate the sale via drop shipping on that site, right? And you can even drop ship on Poshmark. I've covered that in a number of different ways in the past, and tutorials that are on this channel. I'll try to drop one at the bottom of the description if I remember to after editing this, okay? But basically what I've been doing is I've been testing this out to see if it's viable, right? Because I'm interested in it, and I kind of have this one-track focused mind where when I get locked in on something, I get addicted to it. I want to kind of figure it out and all the nuances of it. I've seen that I've proved the concept, right? So now I want to focus on scaling it. And there's a number of different reasons for this. First and foremost, like I said, it's just interesting to me, so I want to see if it's another potential way where I can scale up a business online. This will not be my be-all, end-all by any means. I'm still mainly focused on reselling products that I have because that's what I kind of enjoy. A lot of wholesale on Amazon, a lot of reselling liquidation and stuff like that, and reselling books on Amazon as well. But that's my main focus, but this can be another potential income stream for me that's pretty much on autopilot once I systematize it. And then it can be another few grand for me every single month and another stream of income just for facilitating it. So that's first and foremost, full transparency, right? Secondly, obviously, it's good content because while I'm testing a new business that people are obviously interested, hence you why you're watching this, I can give you all the insight that I've learned, the mistakes to avoid, which is exactly what today's video is going to be on, specifically tracking wise with dropshipping and Amazon logistics. And I'm going to give you 4 solutions for that, as well as basically giving insights to how to actually approach it and giving full tutorials, right? So that's second, right? It's good content for the channel. And finally, third, and probably the most important, is I'm always searching for new ways to make money reselling products online, new ways to make money in e-commerce, so I can put them in my Resale University course for students that come through it, so I can obviously teach my students better. Shameless plug, the first link in the description will be a free 10-minute video explaining exactly what Resale University is, how it can help you, as well as giving you a trial to test it out if you want to go that route, okay? But today specifically was prompted by a question because I want to kind of address the logistics problem. I've seen this question a lot through direct messages, and I've also seen a few comments on the channel, and I know that there's other videos out there on YouTube, basically addressing this, so clearly it's an issue, okay? And so although the past couple of weeks, it's shown a lot of promise, right? And it definitely has. I think I've probably pulled in a few $100s profit over the last couple weeks. The first couple weeks that I started it, I really was kind of listing a few products a day, so barely doing it at all on all marketplaces. And then the last maybe 2 to 3 days, I've really, maybe 4 to 5-ish, I've really kind of scaled it up, and I've probably been listing 20 to 50 products a day. So I'm really kind of testing this out to see if it actually works, and I'm in the scale phase now to see what issues I run into, right? But one of the questions I got recently was from Jose, and he said, how does the DSM tool extension work? It doesn't work for me, thank you. So this is very similar. If you don't know what DSM tool is, I'm going to explain it here in a second. This is very similar to a question I get all the time. It's if you're using Amazon as your supplier to retail drop ship on a site like eBay, or retail drop ship on a site like Walmart, or retail drop ship on a site like Facebook Marketplace, for example, right? One of the issues you're going to face is every time you order from Amazon, you don't necessarily get a FedEx tracking number. You don't necessarily get a UPS tracking number. You don't necessarily get a tracking number from the post office, right? Or anything else. What you typically will get is you'll get them every once in a while, and I've seen maybe, I don't know the specific numbers, maybe every 3 to 4 out of 10 I'll get a FedEx or UPS tracking number, but every probably 6 to 7 out of 10 I'll get an Amazon logistics tracking number. And so the issue then arises when you're drop shipping and using Amazon as your supplier on another marketplace is how do you input the tracking number for the buyer on the other marketplace? Because if you have an Amazon account, you can look in your orders and see the tracking, but giving them that Amazon tracking number is not going to let them see the tracking, right? So therein lies the issue. How do you circumvent that? How do you get past that so you can drop ship effectively? There's 4 main solutions. I'm going to talk about the specifics of all of them here in a second. Some work better than others. The first one is obviously the DSM tool, which I've covered in other videos before. Basically what the DSM tool is it takes the Amazon Logistics tracking number and converts it to a Blue Care Express tracking number, which then you can input into eBay specifically, okay? This doesn't necessarily work with Facebook Marketplace that I've seen, but you can input in a site like eBay, although I have heard other people in recent videos say that eBay no longer accepts this as a valid tracking system. I personally haven't seen that to be the case, and I haven't seen any like specific articles or terms of service clauses where that's the case now. I've just heard other people say that, so I'm not sure if they still accept Blue Care Express or if they don't, but I haven't personally seen any issues with that. I'll talk about them potentially when they arise. So that's the first tool that you can obviously use, DSM tool. The second is OA Genius, which probably will work best for all of you, for the majority of you, not all of you. And basically what that does is it gives you a random FedEx tracking number. So if you use the OA Genius tool to get your tracking, right? So for example, let's say you're listing Amazon products on Facebook Marketplace, for example, right? Now, what you basically can do is if you're shipping to your buyer on Facebook Marketplace and they buy from like Washington, right? What you need to do then is you need to provide a tracking number when you initiate the shipment on, Facebook Marketplace so the buyer can track the package. But you don't have the tracking number if it's an Amazon Logistics tracking number. So what OA Genius does, providing as a solution, is basically what it does is it will generate you one of the FedEx tracking numbers that's going to Washington. So when that buyer looks, they're looking at the tracking, the package is coming to Washington. And obviously if you're ordering via Amazon, the tracking is gonna be like a day or two if you're using Prime, and it's gonna be very, very quickly, right? So that's the second solution there. If you guys have any questions on these specifically too, just drop them in the comments and I'll answer them more in depth. But I think I did a pretty good job of explaining exactly what they are. So those are the first two. Now, the second two solutions here are the ones that I use currently. I have actually used the other two, mainly the DSM in the beginning and now OA Genius. So DSM with Amazon, or DSM with eBay, and OA Genius with Facebook Marketplace specifically for me recently. But the last two are the ones that I recommend that I'm moving more towards. I'm testing both of them out. I actually have 2 dropshipping folders with all my listings, like I've shown in tutorials previously, with numbers like of all my listings. So I'm testing both of these out to see what works best, almost like a split test. But the last two are the ones that I'm moving more towards because I think they work better. So the third solution, right? So the first of the second two that I recommend is don't use Amazon as your supplier, right? So you'll see this every once in a while on Walmart. I've seen this like once or twice with Walmart packages where you get like a tracking number and they're starting to use their own logistics. I think they've partnered with somebody else and you can't use a FedEx, or they don't give you a FedEx, a UPS, or a post office tracking number. And like nobody uses the post office anymore with like those specific companies. So you usually get a UPS or FedEx on Amazon or Walmart. If it's not obviously Amazon Logistics, but you will face it every once in a while on Walmart. But the simple answer is like, don't use Amazon then, right? You can use sites like Walmart where you'll rarely see this, although you might see it every once in a while, and then you can use the OA Genius tool, right? You can also use like third-party websites, like Best Buy comes to mind. Home Depot is the one that a lot of people use. Like anything with relatively fast shipping that you can list products from, you can drop ship from, right? You just need a tool to actually do that. I recommend Z-Drop, like I have in plenty of other tutorials in the past. I think I've done like 4 or 5 of them now. A few of them show Z-Drop, so you can actually use that. And on the Z-Drop website, like there are, 50 sites listed that you can obviously drop ship from, or you can use a different software that pulls product pictures like I've also shown in the past. There's a number of them. It's very, very simple. And that's like the most tedious part about it, is downloading the product pictures, putting in the keywords so that, you have the metadata in the picture title and stuff like that. So that's the easiest solution, is don't use Amazon as your supplier, right? You can use other retail sites like I just covered. You can also even use wholesale suppliers to drop ship on sites like eBay, Amazon, and a number of other sites, Facebook Marketplace. Although I haven't gotten into that yet. It's definitely something that I'm intrigued by, that I want to try in the future, probably the near future. Although, like I said, I'm focused on scaling it up currently the way that I'm doing and seeing how that works, okay? And finally, the fourth thing is one that I've made tutorials on already. I made one on OfferUp dropshipping this way. I made one on Facebook Marketplace dropshipping this way, and I made one on Poshmark dropshipping this way. But you can do this on any platform. You can even do this on eBay. You can do this on Amazon even, right? Is dropship arbitrage. So basically what dropshipping is, and this is high production value, so let me outline it here for you, is if this is you listing it on Facebook Marketplace, right? And this is you pulling from a supplier, let's say Amazon, for example, right? Basically what dropshipping is you're listing this product on Facebook Marketplace at a markup, and then when somebody buys it on Facebook Marketplace, you're going to Amazon, ordering it to the buyer and the buyer's address on Facebook Marketplace, right? Dropship arbitrage, all it does is adds, I only have two hands, so I can't do this, but like just imagine an imaginary kind of other step in the middle of these two. It just adds a third step in the middle of these two where same overall process. You list the product on Facebook Marketplace or any website for this example. You use Amazon specifically, which works very, very well because they have fast shipping, although you can use any website with fast shipping. Walmart has like 2 to 3 day shipping. Target has like 2 day shipping. Like a number of them have fast shipping now because they're all competing with Amazon. Even eBay has a number of listings that will ship to you relatively fast, right? So basically what you do is you do the same thing. You list high on one marketplace, you order from your supplier, and then you order, instead of ordering it directly to them and running into the tracking issue, you order it to your house, your apartment, your location first. You receive the package, which basically takes you like a day or two handling time. Then you ship it out with the actual website's label. So that means that you can ship with Poshmark. You can drop ship with Poshmark. You can drop ship with Mercari. You can drop ship with Facebook Marketplace. You can drop ship literally with any website because you're the mediary. You're getting the package first and then shipping it out yourself. So A, it's kind of gray area and accepted within the terms of service. And also it protects you long term so that if you ever run into issues, they won't see that you're drop shipping because you're not facilitating any sales with random tracking numbers, okay? So I don't want to get too into the dropship arbitrage here or any of the other things. I think I explained them pretty well. Those are 4 ways that you can solve the tracking issue when you're retail dropshipping on any website, Facebook Marketplace mainly, or eBay obviously. But dropship arbitrage is definitely a great solution. A lot of people always fight me on that when I suggest it because they're like, why would I do that? Why would I add an extra step in there? I don't want to be receiving like 25 packages a day. But like, it's not that hard. It doesn't really take a lot of time. It takes me like, I think I've been doing like 5 a day now with the dropship arbitrage because I've listed it on a number of different websites and like my listings are still up. And so they come to me, but you get those packages delivered to your house or your location. So it doesn't really take that much effort on your part to then unbox them, repackage them up with a new label, and drop them off at the post office every single day. I go there automatically like anyway because when I go to work out in the morning, on my way back, I pass like several post office bins and I can just drop the packages in there. So it doesn't take a lot of time. It's the safest, most long-term way to do it. And if you want to watch a tutorial on it, you can check out the right-hand corner. Right now, I'll put the Facebook arbitrage, dropship arbitrage one up there, but you can also do this on Poshmark. You can also do this on OfferUp. So I'll drop those tutorials as well as the Facebook Marketplace dropship arbitrage tutorial down at the bottom of the description. So hope that helps, guys. That's literally the best 4 ways that I've found to combat the Amazon tracking issue when you're using Amazon as your supplier. To recap, you can use the DSM tool, which will take Amazon logistics and transfer it to Blue Care Express. You can also use the OA Genius, which will basically give you a random FedEx tracking number to your buyer's location, so it looks good. None of these are perfect by any means, and I still might run into plenty of issues going forward, and I'll make a video on them when that happens. The third is to just simply don't use Amazon as your supplier, probably the easiest one to implement. And fourth is the most long-term and safest route that I think you can actually legitimately build a business from, because it's a lot like reselling, although you're not spending any money up front, you're not risking anything up front because you can list these things, and then when somebody purchases it from you at a markup, then you order it to yourself very, very quickly, and then you ship it out. So I like that way as well, but like I said, I've been testing out the dropship arbitrage literally against the normal drop shipping. I can't speak today, so I'm going to end the video, but I really hope that it helps, guys. Give it a thumbs up if you appreciate the value in today's video, and I'll see you in the next one.